Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's 7 o'clock here, Mountain Standard Time. I want to welcome you to Gifts of Wisdom. I am Gifts of Wisdom. I hope you're having a great day. For all of those who will be coming in now and those who will be coming in later, and I really appreciate you coming in. And the first thing I want to say to you is I'm an adult of my spirit. I'm an adult of my mind. I'm an adult of my thought. I'm an adult of my actions. I'm an adult of my emotions. I'm an adult of my love, and we give it out to you today. Hope you're having a good day. Today was a busy day for me. I hope it's always that Tuesday, you know. Tuesday's kind of the hump day to Wednesday, which is a hump day of the week. Yeah, anything to get by, huh? So tonight I'm going to combine the news with the show here. We're usually breaking up in two parts, and what got me here today was that everything kind of fit in with the news. So I'm going to do some comments here on some of the things that are going on. The first thing I want to start off with is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers came out and he stated that he took full responsibility for earlier misleading statements about his vaccination status. And I got this picture here, and this is something, and one of the things that I picked up on here. I want you to really look at what happens when people are getting put down. You know, if you take a look at if you take a look at how he looks here, if you look at his face, and it's just a really bad face to make Aaron Rodgers look bad to me. Okay. Now, again, as you might have known last week, we talked about Aaron when this first came out. I'm a big fan of Aaron Rodgers. I really like Aaron Rodgers. And of course, he did miss the game against my Kansas City Chiefs, and so he actually helped me out. I don't know if that was some fate of his, but again, you know, it was pretty good of him. But again, I'm kind of want to defend him here. And so now he has to come out Tuesday because why does Aaron have to come out and say something? We just got taken away. He just lost his insurance company, not State Farm yet, but most of these football stadiums, they have a health insurance plan, a health insurance company. Like in Kansas City, it's called GEHA, GEHA. And so the stadium is now GEHA at Arrowhead Field, something. So, and Patrick Mahomes is the representative. So Aaron was the representative for this insurance. And of course, they dropped him. Okay, they dropped him. So they immediately separate him and this is beginning kind of his punishment. But I really like Aaron Rodgers, and okay, so the way he's been portrayed, you know. Aaron's always been on the cusp anyway. And so he's about 35, 36 now. And, you know, he's on the other side. He's on the back nine of his career, although he is the reigning MVP. And I think the far left really loves to take someone who's like an Aaron Rodgers and really put him in. So he had to actually defend himself. And he came out and he said he took full responsibility for earlier misleading statements about his vaccination status. And his reasoning was, I made a decision that was in the best interest based on consulting with my doctors. Not everybody's going to understand that necessarily, but I respect everybody's opinion. Now, again, if you look at the picture that they have of Aaron here, he looks angry. He looks like he's crazy, so to speak. It's not his best. It's not his best look. In other words, and this is one of the reasons why one of the controlled media does. They really make you. They make you look bad. So then he comes out and he says, "But he stand." Now remember, hold on a second here. But he stands by his comments expressing skepticism about the COVID-19 vaccine that ignited a firestorm. Don't you love the way the words are put? A firestorm of criticism last week. Now, let's go back here to this one. This is his quote. I made a decision that was in the best interests based on consulting with my doctors. But I respect everybody's opinion. He said Tuesday he took full responsibility. Now the only quote there is full responsibility. Did he say for misleading statements? Did he say that? No, he did not say that. He said how he made this decision. And you see how things are they get taken out of context. Here is full responsibility. That's the only quote that he said. Full responsibility. Now again, they filled in the blanks. And then they come out and basically interprets what they think he said. Did he say he had skepticism? You see, so the way things are always misconstrued, the way people take this obsession to go after someone who, I mean, really at the bottom line, he plays football. You know, his other goal is to be the host of Jeopardy. No offense to Aaron because he's a very smart guy, but you know, you never heard Aaron say he's going to run for president. Right? So why the big deal? Why don't we go after why are we spending more time going after the ones who've been deceiving us and not the ones who've made a decision that was in the best interest based on consulting with his doctors and already knowing not everybody's going to understand that necessarily, but I respect everybody's opinion. Did they say this? Nope, they didn't say nothing about respecting other people's opinion. So, you know, it keeps coming back down to the division that's going on amongst us. Division causing. People are getting in arguments in the barbershop about Aaron Rodgers taking his vaccine or doing what his doctor suggested to him. So let's move on here. This has been in the news. This is kind of strange here. You know, you've heard 8 people killed during the Astroworld Music Festival. And that the first news came out that they were all trampled. And now there's a questionable afterthought. Now, I would look this up and do some research yourself because it looks like there was some type of, I don't know, what's the word? A seance, some type of ceremony that was going on in there. I've seen a couple of clips, and it, you know, I couldn't really adjust it. I saw a clip, and this, I forgot his name, is a tall black kid, Travis Scott or something. I don't know these names. It's not my music. And this lady who looked like she was limp, and they were carrying her across the, you know, in the crowd or whatever. It was just weird. It was just was just weird. Everyone looked pretty calm. It looked like there was a lot of space. So I'm not. I just don't know what to believe. I really don't. And my deepest sympathy goes out to the family, and I hope that they get the answers that they're looking for. Okay, so next is. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I'm sorry. Skip that. All right, so next is children began taking the jab. There's a lady who is Dr. Tina Harden. Let's see if I can pull up her picture. Dr. Tina Arden. She commented today, and I'm going to quote her. And basically, it is she is the medical. I think I want to say the medical director at the Mayo Clinic. I know she works for the Mayo Clinic for sure. And she was commenting today as they began giving the children the jabs. And so, of course, she said they have found through the research that that they're extremely safe. And so then she was asked, "Are there side effects from taking it?" And she said, "Well, there's typical side effects, typical side effects." And I quote, I'm quoting her. All right. I'm quoting Dr. Tina Arden. All right. Don't be censoring me because I'm only quoting. Typical side effects are fever. This is with children. Muscle aches. Pain. Redness. And swelling at the injection site. Right. Yeah, this is what she said, so I'm just giving you the quote. Next we have, let's see here. Where am I? This is, oh yeah, okay. So President Joe Biden had tweeted out about healthcare. And let me see, do I have a, oh, okay. So here's the tweet. Healthcare should be a right, not a privilege. And with the beginning of the open enrollment period today, we can continue delivering on that promise. Signing up is easy. Go to healthcare.gov and select the plan that works best for you. Now, this is Joe. Oh, wait a second. No, that's not Joe. Mike, what are you doing? That's not Joe? Oh, that's not Joe. Come on, Mike. There's Joe. There's Joe. There's Joe. I tell you, plastic surgery does wonders. It doesn't. To me, it looks like he's got his eyes pinned back. So, but not so much when he's eating his ice cream. Well, I tell you what, Joe Biden is not going to lose any sleep over anything that you and I do. Let's get back to this tweet again. And so now I did just a little research. I've had issues with this, but Obamacare, the whole 9 yards. There's two different sides to all this, so it's really strange. But again, when you look at it on this health, if you go to it, this is that you go into basically private insurance companies where the average cost per person is $300 to $500 monthly. Monthly cost per person. If you have 4 people, including your children, you can just imagine what that cost is. That's about anywhere from $1,200 to what, $2,000 a month. And the average is an $8,000 deductible. $8,000. Um, I think this is one of the things that has frustrated me about today. Is about this obsession to force us to progress into this new world design that we have been pushed into. And there is no getting around this. And the more and more I look into it, the more ridiculous things really are. So, I tell you what. It's been one of those things where this one really got me today. I mean, I was just, I almost got beside myself only because it's like the average American family barely has $400 in savings. If that. And so now, if you get in an accident, you need an operation, the minimum is an $8,000 deductible. It's almost like the joke is on us. And I'm going to end with this. If UFOs landed here, what would they be doing? And that's a good question. I was trying to figure it out. I came up with this. Well, when you're supposed to come and take over Earth, but you got introduced to day drinking. Because everybody's been drinking a little too much during this pandemic. Everyone has been doing a little bit too much, not exercising enough. And so I really want to encourage you to get out there and start exercising, getting back outside, staying on the inside. I know it's starting to get cold now, but really, I see that we're coming around the bend to something that we haven't seen before. Okay? And this is why it's so important that you know who Mother Sophia is. And for yourself, applying this information I want to pass on to you simple by being, first of all, an adult of your spirit. And through these things, it's like I'm an adult of my spirit. I'm an adult of my mind, because if you're not, you're going to be swept up in the progress of what's going on right now. So, let's see if we get any comments. Got a couple here. Hey, Amanda Darling, Son of Wisdom, thank you so much. And vaxxed or unvaxxed, I don't judge. The thing is that it comes down to, I live in a small community. And I can honestly tell you, no one has ever asked me. No one's ever asked me. And by the way, I've never asked anyone either. And here, everything has never closed. A couple of things closed, but for the most part, if it closed, it only closed for a little bit here. So, with that said, I'm going to let you go for now. And just say, hey, listen, have a great evening. Have a great dinner. I really appreciate you. ALP OUGH. That's me. And I love you. And Mother Sophia loves you too. And I will be back tomorrow. See you soon.